Thank you for tuning in to the Roach Show. Ladies and gentlemen,
we are back. Usually we say we're live, but we're not live right now, but we are back.
We're back, and there's a lot to talk about.
There's discussion to be had, and I guess you this was your topic, and it is a good topic, so you want to lead this off, or how I know what you were thinking. I guess we should preface this by first saying,
you don't have to go so close to the mic.
Right.
So maybe I should pull this shit back myself and just get comfortable, because I feel like we got so used to just having that shit
right there.
But now we have all of this shit.
Yeah, so. Now it takes a little getting used to. But
I'll start it. First of all, I want to say, rest in peace, DMX.
R.I.P. to DMX. R.I.P. to DMX, without a doubt.
There was a time in my life where I actually did listen to DMX. It's not a recent time. He's not on my iPod, so I'm not even going to be one of those people that we're going to discuss in this podcast. But there was one particular party. My brother had left a DMX CD in my house at the time. And we went to this, religious party. It was one of those parties that you do anything to get away from. So I would always bring my headphones and just listen to music. And for this entire party, where everyone in the congregation is just dancing and eating and being joyous, I'm listening to a CD that the cover was DMX covered in blood. So
flesh in my flesh, blood in my blood.
So I had to hide the CD because it was an actual CD. I had to hide it in my jacket while I was listening to this shit. So that's about the extent of, and outside of, how much that clip of him at Woodstock inspired the shit out of me when he was rocking that crowd like 100,000 people. Like shit like that. The music was always good.
There was a time where I'll say his music wasn't quite always he didn't. I'll say right now at this point in his career, I'm not a recent DMX listener. But early DMX, what we talking about, like when we was in the spot, like when last night when what these bitches want from a nigga came on, like, and I'm like, yo, 12-year-old me, like in summer camp getting in trouble, son, like it was Brenda, like niggas was, like it was crazy. And people talk about that, or even when, like, remember when Rough Riders anthem?
Yes.
Yes. And then he did the remix, like, and like it was crazy, man. Even like when he did the Omen, like he like the X had his hits, man. Like X had hits, and people forget about that, man. Like, and I ain't talking about no what was it? Y'all gonna make me look like, yeah, that was a hit and a smash. But I'm talking about when he was the streets, and like the streets loved him, like, and he earned his place in the game with what he did. Like a lot of rappers didn't do what he did and achieve what he did, like the way he did it.
Absolutely.
And I get it. I feel like it's genuine. Like outpouring of support, because people, like, he was always a real, like, he wasn't someone who was disingenuous. Like,
I see a split. So the split for me happens when I start seeing the hashtags, when I start seeing the pretentious, the things that no one needs to, like, I don't want to name the person, but when he posted that, and it was the photo of him with DMX.
Oh yeah, you showed me last night. He's like, damn, just spoke to you. Like,
just spoke to you.
Like acting like you, like, pick up the phone and call him. Like, people like that, like, that's always annoyed me.
Can't
in that aspect,
shit, bro.
That has always annoyed me in that aspect, so to speak. And I've always been honest about that. When celebrities die, me, I'm not an R.I.P. poster. And like, people, first off, everyone just wanted to last week jump the gun. They jumped the gun like so many times with it. And I believe what people say, where they're like, you put that shit in the air. You put that energy out there. And I mean, even though they did say he was brain dead, he was in a vegetative state, so to speak.
But even so, is I feel like, and I mentioned this to B last night. I was just like, there's gonna be people, especially that one dude in particular, because we had him on the show at one point. I'm not gonna say who it is. If you really want to know, dig through the archives. But I feel like the last few times where I was like in a really low place and I was still trying to like network with people, it was kind of brushed off. But I know that the minute something happens to me, if he's still alive, he's gonna dig that fucking interview up and do exactly what he did with this situation.
Yeah. When it comes to that, man, like I don't want to tell anyone how to grieve, but it like we've always said it feels like people just want to get out there and get that first. Oh, look, R.I.P. And it's the everyone wants the feeling of like, yo, what I say matters. People paying attention, so they want to tell you. Like I see so many people, and first time I heard, and I was always the realest fan. I bump him every day. Like I don't know anybody. Like I don't even bump Kanye West every day. You know what I'm saying?
Like seriously.
Like and people like they're talking about they listen to X every day. Like I ain't buying it. Like we don't believe you. Like we need more people here. I need factual evidence of that. And people are. I'm not saying you shouldn't grieve him. Cause you should if you care for him. You care for him as an artist or whatever. But people were just so eager to jump to the, oh, I have it. Like like it's a race to be first almost.
And it's a race to be about them. I feel like if you're one of those people that just hoarders photos of you and celebrities, and you're just kind of waiting for that moment when that photo becomes valuable, nobody's gonna give a shit about that photo before the person is dead.
Word. And like it's gonna be.
So you're whoring yourself on social media and you're disrespecting the dead. Like I don't, especially when I see the hashtags, bro, because it's like maybe at one point in our careers we might have like we barely ever do like that shit. I think the one time that we actually did do that shit was what, John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon's probably the only one we actually posted like on the page like ever. Like I gotta tell you, even.
And we've been doing this shit for 9 years already.
Almost a decade.
So the simple fact that people are just so eager, bro, to gain clout. It's a clout thing.
It's a
clout chasing on people's graves, and that shit is crazy, bro. It's fucking insane.
It's sad, honest to God. It's sad. It doesn't like, and it just shows how self-absorbed people are. That this person died, but you want the attention to be about you and your feelings about this person's death. Like this person had a family, kids, like these people, and that's what drives me crazy with people about it. Like I don't know, man. Like I still don't know if there'll ever be a celebrity death that'll affect me like that. Like the way people are like, I've been crying since I heard the news. Blah, blah, blah. Like I see it in the news, and I mean it's news to me. I don't know if that makes me a terrible person, a callous person. I don't have a real connection to these people.
We're spectators.
Yeah. Like, and I like it to remain like that. Like I don't want to front like, yo, like I don't want to front like like I knew this person. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like those like these are like public displays of need, of being needy. I feel like when you see these, what we're seeing from people right now, man. And I mean, like honestly, I feel bad for his family. I feel bad, that the news broke the way it did. That they said he died before he did. It's
just such a bad energy to put out there. And the fact that you had the mainstream outlets basically giving out this news because now it's just social media viral. Then you got the lesser known outlets saying that he's dead off the rip. He's brain dead. Rest in peace, DMX. While he's still fighting for his life, bro. I'm a firm believer in energy. And maybe, the people showing up to the hospital in White Plains actually did something for him. Maybe it didn't. Maybe he heard it. Maybe he didn't. We don't know. But at the end of the day, the only thing that we got to witness and is still out there, it's still in print, it's still on the web, is people's vanity. That's the only thing that I see from this shit. Every fucking time a celebrity dies, bro, everybody got it's the
story.
It's what Anthony Jeselnik said. Don't forget about me today.
It really is though, but that's really people's intent right now. It feels like I don't believe these people are like I don't take them as real. I mean, like I said, man, you knew how much I won't say knew. You know how much I love Michael Jackson, yeah. MJ. You know I'm a huge Michael fan. You know I'm a huge Prince fan. And these are two men that when they died, while it shocked me, didn't post RIP. And I wasn't, I don't know, man. It didn't drive me to do these things. And these are people who, I've followed their whole careers. I was a big fan of them. Love their music. And I still even with Chadwick Boseman, even how that shocked me to see that. And even still, people posting the pictures of their kids, putting Black Panthers laying there, and then everybody with their little action figures around them. So now you saw one kid do this. You do this right now. Do it right now. So Daddy needs this picture for his social media.
That's exactly what it is.
It was bro, it's fucking fake, man. And but it also shows kids the vanity of it, and that's why kids now know to open up mommy or daddy's phone and take a selfie. You want to can I be on Instagram? No, you shouldn't know this shit exists. It's just fucking wild, and people don't want to address that. That's real.
It makes it. I think the worst part about it for me is that it makes me not want to, give these public, rest in peace. I feel like if I do that, then I'm gonna be guilty of what I'm seeing in everyone else. And there have been real posts. One of the dudes that we had on A Bridge, Hassan Johnson. I didn't realize that he was in the movie with DMX and Nas and that scene with them together and all that shit. So I'm watching that clip that he put up, and I understand
that people who have actual relationships and done work with these people. That I understand.
And outside of a fucking photo, it can't just be a photo. That's the picture with me and 50. That's like me saying, yo, I owe everything to 50. You changed my... no, it was a fucking photo. We was that serious.
It's like what I told you last night with the shit from work, with the signed memorabilia. It's just certain people I'll say before I worked for him, I told people I never heard a song in my life a day. I never done anything. And before that, man, and then being there and seeing it, all right, now you get why he's considered a legend. You know what I'm saying? I got that, why people went out of their way to do this, why they paid them prices. That'll be one, maybe. Even then, though, probably still wouldn't get it from me. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't get an RIP post. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm, especially in your situation with the interactions that you had with him, that was a personal, it's a protection thing.
Yeah.
It's a very personalized situation. To trivialize that on social media is to throw away the authenticity of it.
Yeah.
You guys had your moments. Let that shit live between you.
Yeah, people know, bro. People know that shit, son. Like when the actor from Broadway who died when he had COVID. Everyone I saw people posting him, Nick Cordero. And everyone, people that I know, didn't know much about the arts, but they were posting how sad the story was. But to know people. Like, dude was a nice guy. Like, I met him once or twice when we were working there, and like he was a nice dude, and like he was nice to the staff and everything. So when I saw like the staff posted, like they're not like this is someone they knew. They had a relationship, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like to see my theater manager Kenny, like this is a dude who interacted with him every day, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't lose that. That doesn't just fade away. And that's real. That's genuine. Now to see other people that were doing it, it didn't feel real and genuine. You know what I'm saying? And you just want.
I just spoke to you the other day.
Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Like,
shut the fuck.
People
up.
with that, like, and honestly,
I talked myself out of. There was a point in time where I actually gave a shit enough to like comment on people's shit. Those days are long gone, my friend. Now I have to just internalize this shit. Now I might tell B about it and I try to like just brush it off, like, because I'm really itching to just tell someone what the fuck is wrong with you. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like it's like we've already said perfectly. It's just don't forget about me today. Like it's really all it comes down to is these people need to. You need to know. I need you to know. I know.
But it's different. All right, there's two aspects to it. There's the personal aspect where you got these regular fucking people on social media that they might have taken a picture with DMX and they'll post it up and they'll give their little interaction stories. And even that sometimes is a little annoying. Like, stop. You wasn't bumping X yesterday. Like,
yeah.
But then you got the people that are in business and they're doing something within the entertainment spectrum. And now this just became content. Now it's a post that's relevant and you got to find the right hashtags and you got to put the right thing out there so that this shit can go viral because you need to take advantage of this moment.
That's the way.
Those are the scum of the fucking earth.
But that's the way people look at it. And that's what makes it even more sad is that for a fact that that's the way people wait. Like you almost feel like people wait for these moments. Like they have them all queued up what they're going to say. Like, all right, I took it. Like almost like they have a folder sitting there on their phone, on the cloud. They just go and grab it. What they're going to say. Like it wouldn't surprise me if people have these shits written up already.
It's copy paste. It's literally a template. At this point, it's a fucking template, bro.
It probably is.
Bro, the first and only time we ever did that shit, and I don't know why I was even touched, I think you told me to do it, was the John Witherspoon.
Nah, you told me you had already put that up. Like when I hit you about it.
It was just one of those, he's one of those guys that I just felt like, damn.
But we watched I'm not John even Witherspoon for a minute though, man. And like he's a legend.
He's a legend. But I didn't normally do that. I don't know what the fuck came over me. I feel like I should go. Should I go on my phone right now? I don't even know my phone is.
Right there on the couch. I see it. Legit.
I want to see if I put any hashtags on that shit.
Nah, you didn't. I was just looking at it. There's not a single hashtag on there.
It was a moment thing. I see people putting the hashtags. They write the long thing, right? But then they put the hashtag in the description. Then they repost it as a story and put the hashtag in the story. It's like, bro, you could get away with like a hashtag. Maybe it was just impulsive. Maybe you just hashtag something because you wanted people to share your grief. But then you start seeing this shit across multiple platforms and now it looks like a marketing campaign. Now it looks like this is a PR run.
So for some people it is. It's their chance to people, like I said, it's their chance to feel relevant in the world. And people are going to take that no matter what and twist it no matter how. Even if it makes 0 sense. Even if it makes absolutely 0 sense. And a lot of what we're seeing makes absolutely 0 fucking sense. It's just people with the, like you said, the don't forget about me today, man. And it's sad, man. It's really, it saddens me, man, because it like we said, it's not genuine, and it takes something away from what should be a real process, man. And I think that's why people don't know how to grieve real death in their life and their family and their friends when someone passes, because they haven't. First off, aren't taught to grieve, right? People don't grieve, don't want, and then when they do, people, you want to grieve a celebrity and not your homies. You know what I'm saying? You got to bottle up, bottle your emotion, can't cry. You can't seem weak. But people, for celebrities, for people you don't know, this is outpouring of love, and it's like, are you kidding me? It's
You will go out to White Plains and stand in front of this hospital and play his music and light candles and do all the things that is gonna make you feel good, but you're not gonna talk your own homie off the ledge.
like I say, like I tell people, a lot of people post these new things talking about depression and anxiety and all of this, and you be kind to others, and a lot of people don't even know when people in their own circle are fighting depression or fighting these things, but you up here trying to put on an act, and the person sitting next to you, you have no idea what a headspace is, and it's really more than anything, it's just the sad truth of society today. It's the saddest truth of society. One of the saddest truths, not the saddest truth, but it's a very sad, realization when it comes to these things in society and the way people act with this. And I mean,
No, I think it is the ultimate truth. I think we live in a society that's all about me. And when everyone's all about me, it's self-destructive. There's no communities anymore. We grew up in a time when everybody played in the backyard together. You don't have that shit anymore.
no.
You barely even have people talking without wearing face masks. There's no fucking interactivity anymore. There's no interactions. Everyone's on social media. Everything that's said is pre-planned. It's always thought about. If you're not taking a shit, you're taking a shower.
Yeah.
But you in there thinking like, oh, what am I gonna post today that's gonna make people feel like I'm genuine? The simple thought of that makes you ingenuine.
Yeah. And people don't realize that. Like I tell people, like with these, like I told you, like when it comes to like these social media crazes, these trends. Like I was talking to B the other day while we were here, and it was like, when did regular women start thinking, and what led to the trend now of like putting like the emoji over your baby's face? Like you've been noticing that, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I know celebrities, like, you're not a fucking celebrity. It's like the pregnancy announcements. We know we get celebrities do it, like with regular folks now, and it's like it's like it shows you how one trend and everyone has to follow. No one thinks for themselves anymore. When you point that out to people, they say you're a hater. Get with the times. Like, no, what happened to originality? What happened to your own unique thoughts?
What happened to work ethic? What did Rob? Shout out to Rob. We was at Rock the Block this week, and he was discussing NFTs, and a lot of people are jumping into the space right now because they're trying to cash in, ourselves included. Like I think with Bud and Roach, we have such a huge catalog that we can literally convert anything into an NFT. But at the same time, you have to still have the buzz. You have to still put in the work. You have to make the NFT valuable the same way you would in the real world.
Yeah.
So for people to just jump into the space and just trying to create something from thin air, like, it's not gonna work. You still have to have that same drive, that same shit. And I feel like people that take these cheap social media routes, that's always just waiting for, if not some tragedy or about some death shit, some political shit, and then it's just a non-stop barrage of social media posts that you feel is just, helping the world, and you're really just not.
You're not. Everyone, that's one of the things. Everyone thinks that their little comments, their hot takes are unique, but you're really just saying the same thing you just heard from the TV in your own way. People, I'm sorry, like, aren't unique anymore. Like a lot of thoughts, your thought is the same, and or the folks who try to take the memes and don't share the meme, but want to take the words off of me and put it as a status on their story, like not original, and that's all it boils down to, man.
And then when the people that actually do this shit, the social media people that do this shit, when you know them personally and you know that they don't give a shit about the people in their lives, but they're so eager to do this shit, it's just a whole other level of hypocrisy, bro.
It's insane, man. It drives me crazy,
and it
man.
makes me. I contemplate deleting my Facebook every fucking day, bro. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about that shit.
I mean, I understand that, man. I got people, and that's another thing. I guess we could save that, man. People who are like the super sharers on Facebook, and it's like, I'm deleting this page after today.
Matter of fact, now we're gonna close this episode out, and that's the next topic. So, man, this was good.
Yeah, man. I mean, you guys, man. I mean, mourn celebrities. You're allowed to. We're not saying not allowed to mourn them, to grieve them, but be real about it. Be genuine, and I mean, don't be a dick at the same time, man. Like, don't pretend like you know this person more than you did, man.
Don't pretend that you care more than you do.
That you cared more than you actually did.
Because I gotta, before we even cut out, Flex went, I think it was on IG, and he was calling everybody out. He was like, yo, I saw all the celebrities post the pictures with X and tell their stories about X, but while he was still alive, he's like, where were y'all to tell him about this? Like, who was there to help him when he was nobody?
Apparently, Hove and Beyonce brought his masters back, and they giving the rights to his kids because he was going through that whole thing with Def Jam.
Good. Then now I'm pretty sure Jay feels good about himself.
But Jay, because Hove. But it's crazy, when Hove was president, there was something that happened, and he forgave like a DMX owed the label. Like, a crazy amount of money. It was like $14-15 million. And Hove, when he was president, forgave that shit. Like, it's crazy, man. But I mean,
did Jay and Beyonce post that?
Nah, someone shared. Tabloids found out and shared it. They never post what they did about that shit. That's one thing I do respect about them.
Because the minute you do, it's like helping a homeless person with a camera in their face.
It's not real. You're doing that for you, not for them.
It's sad, bro. And
I hate those videos. I hate those videos, man.
I can't stand that shit.
With that, man, you guys already know, man. You can follow us over at Bud and Roach for everything Bud and Roach related, man.
And listen, go to budandroach.com, but if that's too difficult for you to remember, which doesn't make sense because the other alternative is even longer, patreon.com/budandroach. Just look up Patreon, look for Bud and Roach. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there all the time now. Like, we're back. So with that, I'll see you guys soon, man.
Yes, sir. With that, we'll see you guys soon, man. Thanks for tuning in. We do the fucking yerp.
Yerp.
Thank you for tuning in to the Bud and Roach Show.